welcome, everybody. We are live and we are good to go. So, yes, I am sad, but that is me, like I am, always am. And I want to welcome everybody in on this wonderful Tuesday. And it is a great Tuesday to be alive. That's right. I want to welcome everybody in to come in and join me on Sports Zone Fun and Entertainment and, of course, media as well. So come on in, everyone. Let's get this going. We got a lot to talk about today. We got the Hall of Fame game coming up this Thursday night. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. We got college football to talk about that's coming up soon. It's a matter of weeks now. We got MLB heating up. We got golf in the news. So yes, we got to dive right on in. Let's dive on in right now. We're going to start off with with a little bit of NFL, with a little bit of NFL power rankings index, according to ESPN. We are going to start off at 25 at the bottom and go up. We started in with the New Orleans Saints. Then we got the Tennessee Titans. Then we got the Cleveland Browns, Jets, the Panthers, then the Giants, then the Falcons. We got the Patriots of New England, the Raiders of LA. We got the Colts of Indianapolis. We got Jacksonville. I just started checking something here. You got actually that was the power index. Let me get the right one. Here we go. Now I got the right one. Power rankings. The new power rankings. All right, we got it in number one. Looks like the Kansas City Chiefs have jumped. Stays at number one, actually. The Eagles have jumped up from number 4 back to number 2. The Detroit Lions are still at 3. The Bills are down 3 to 4. Actually, down 2 to 4. From number 2 to number 4. The Baltimore Ravens dropped 5 still. We got Washington still at 6. Cincinnati moved up 9 spots to number 7. That's good for the Bengals and Joe Burrow. And yes, Matthew Stafford and the Rams are moved up 12 to become number 8. The Packers dropped 7 spots to number 9. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But at least they are above the Vikings. The Vikings are still at number 10 as well. And even with under the radar movie they had, we are re-signing Theo Jackson. The Los Angeles Chargers are down 8 spots to number 11. All right, the Broncos are looking good. They actually came up 14 spots to number 12. The Houston Texans have dropped from 11 spots from 13 to number 13. And they had a player that was signed under the radar of a defensive end, Darrell Taylor. The Tampa Bay had moved up 16 spots to get the number 14 spot. The Niners plummeted 13 spots to get number 15. 15. Oh, Seattle drops 15 spots to get to number 16. Watch out there, Jalen Hurts. Gotta be careful. And the Steelers are still at 17 as of last week. Excuse me. The Dolphins have moved up 20 spots to number 18. Talking about swimming upstream. The Falcons are still at number 19. And they also had a player that was they also had a hiring a defensive line coach, Nate Ollie. That was also under the radar as well. And the Cardinals are 21 to number 20. And they signed a quarterback also under the radar, and that was Jacob A. Brissett. Sorry about that. And the Dallas Cowboys dropped 18 spots to the 21st spot. And they also have signed the defensive player, Solomon Thomas. And that's a $3 million guaranteed right there. The Bears are still at 22. Same with the Colts at 23. And New England as well at 24. And Carolina at 25. And then up 28 spots, the Raiders came up to number 26. The Jacks moved up 29 spots to have the 27th ranking. And the Jaguars plummeted 26 spots to get the number 28 spot. And yes, he also signed a quarterback under the radar. That was Nick Mullins. And then the New Orleans Saints dropped 27 down. Moved 27 spots down to number 29. And they also signed a cornerback under the radar, Isaiah Vadum. The Browns of Cleveland are still at number 30. And they also made a move. They actually hired an offensive line coach, Mike Bruggen. Number 31, we got the Tennessee Titans. And yes, they also have signed on the radar a safety, Xavier Woods. I think Xavier could help them out, hopefully. And then at number 32, got the Giants plummeting 31 spots. From 31. From number 31. From number 31 to get that spot. And the Giants have signed a lineman also under the radar. Defensive line. Changli Golston. I see Golston is his last name. I can pronounce the first name correctly. Sorry about that. And yes, we do have talked about the Hall of Fame game. That is this Thursday night, everybody. This Thursday night. This Thursday night we do have the Hall of Fame game, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So yes, make sure you watch. And we all know with the Hall of Fame game going on, we know what that means. Preseason starting right away. And they'll be going right into the regular season from there. So yes, there have been injuries lately. Got an Achilles injury, I know. I can think of it. I'll look that up a little more in a minute. Let me see here. Here we go. And if you don't have the ESPN app, make sure you do download the ESPN app now, since football is starting and fantasy ball is starting as well. So yes, make sure you download the ESPN app as well as the ESPN Wisconsin app. As the new Wisconsin app is ESPN, the new ESPN Wisconsin app as well. You can get all your shows that we have: KBN, Jeremiah Molly, Mr. Relevant, K, Mr. What, Jim Gibbon Chewy, you got the Homo Hour, you got right now, actually, I don't think this done till noon, that would be Lodi and Tausch. And Joe Thomas is the customer sub of the day today. They have Infant Tausch. And the Doggone Sports One is Evan, Cohen, Michelle's Moment, and Chris Canty. And yes, we had a couple of passings this past week. I know I did a video on this earlier. Talking about this in short. And I will put on more shorts coming out. I do apologize for not putting them out lately. But yes, we did lose one of the greatest icons of all in the wrestling industry, the one and only Terry, also known as Hulk Hogan. So he's definitely going to be missed. And yes, like I said in that video, that they were going to do a tribute to him with a 10-bell salute, both on SmackDown and last night on Monday Night Raw, with all the wrestlers and everybody out doing that tribute. Because they do that for every time they lose a wrestler. And of course, we all have heard about the shooter yesterday in New York that was apparently, and I found this out. I heard about it, but I didn't know that apparently the shooter, had got on the wrong elevator and went to a different area they shot at. Because he was he had a mental illness due to playing football. And because of that, he was going to go to the ESPN area of the building and shoot them up, shoot there. But he got on the wrong elevator to do that. And yes, it was Adams. It says here, the investigators believe, and this is the guy who did it, actually. His name is Shane Moore of Las Vegas. He tried to get to the NFL offices after shooting several people yesterday on Monday in the building's lobby. But he accidentally, like I said, just said that he got on the wrong set of elevator banks. And Adam said in his interview. And they have four people, including an off-duty sheriff, other New York Police Department officer, Duell Ism, were killed. Police said Tomorrow had a history of mental illness. Yes, he had mental illness. So yes, a rambling knot found on his body. Rambling is something that has to do with a gun or something like that. I will look that up and I'll let you know what that is exactly. When I fact check myself on that. Anyway, it says here that the thing is about the device. For what he had against the NFL owner and claimed that he has suffered traumatic, what's called CTSD, CTE. Basically, it's like basically taking a whole lot of hits to the head. Kind of like we found that movie come out with Will Smith many years ago about the movie Concussion. That's where they talk about that type of disease. And I imagine they will examine his when he passes, whenever he goes. They are going to experiment on his brain to see if that was the case. And I believe it is. Evan Cohen just talked about it earlier this morning on Unsportsmanlike. Chris and Michelle put their take in on it as well, and I believe from all three of them because yes, we all know that Unsportsmanlike is in New York City where the shooting was, and luckily they didn't get. I'm just lucky they didn't get to them. That's the Chris, Michelle, Evan, Rob, and everybody in the East Penn area are my friends and my coworkers that I work with on the national side of ESPN. I'm just lucky they are still here. And I'm happy and I care for them and I love my family as well as friends. But yes, and it says here that when he was diagnosed with this chronic illness after he played after someone has died, which can only be they had to do that after the death of that person. He said he played high school football in California nearly 2 decades ago, but he never played in the NFL. He did not play in the NFL. So this is somewhat of a first. It seems to have blamed. He seems to blame Adams told WPIX TV the NFL headquarters was located in the building, and he mistakenly went up the wrong elevator bank, like I said. NFL's Commissioner Washington said in a memo to the staff that a league employee was seriously injured in the attack and was hospitalized in stable condition. And this is what he said in quotes. We are deeply grateful to the law enforcement officers who responded to this treatment this threat quickly and divorciously, and an officer who gave his life to protect others. Good Goodell, and this is what Goodell had to say in quotes. And I do want to thank them myself. Like I said, I'm friends with a lot of these people. Evan Cohen is one of my best friends. Michelle's like a sister in a way. Michelle and Chris Kennedy's like a brother to me. This is family to me as well. So yes, when you deal with family, you take everybody down. But I'm just glad. Only thing I'm happy about is that they didn't go that he did miss. He did not catch the right side of elevators in that particular bank, even though he did shoot up another area. And yes, and the shooting has happened along the Park Avenue, one the nation's most recognized streets and just blocks from the Grand Central Terminal and Rockefeller Center. It's also less than 50 minute walk from the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thomas was shot and killed last December. So not far from that one. this other shooting has happened yesterday by the man that we know about that one. But yeah, I definitely want to send out my prayers and my condolences to the families that lost their lives, as well as the ones that are critically injured. I want to definitely put my condolences to the ones that to the ESP employee that got hit, that got shot at, as well to his and or her family, as well as the victim herself, the employee herself as well, because I'm part of ESPN family because I work for ESPN Radio in Madison here in Wisconsin. And I just want to say that we definitely need to do something about gun violence, especially for a person like this guy, the shooter. Because like they said, this guy had a mental illness, and we know if you have a mental illness and a gun of any or gun or rifle or of any kind, that those two things should never ever mix together because we know what could happen. We've seen it with a lot of shootings, even yesterday. Okay, now let's get back into the sports talk. And yes, like I said, we are getting closer to the college football season, so we all know about that coming up. So we're going to talk about that, and on the other side, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll do that. So, Jeremy, commercial break right here, number one. I just let my friend Jeremy know back at his place. She's doing this part remotely so you can know when we're doing a commercial break. We're actually doing a commercial break right here, Jeremy. Commercial break now. Once he gets it, I'll just keep on talking until he gets to the commercial break. In the meantime, I will keep on talking a little bit. And yes, I would love to have people to be sponsors and all that. Sponsors, partners, investors, whatnot. Eventually, my dream is to be doing this show on with ESPN. Not ending. Just pause it.